Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the like, greatly appreciated. How you doing, Omar? Oh, Omar, I'll get you that answer when we get into the shop today. I gotta see what we have in copper PVD, but if you're just talking about swapping the ported for the non-ported PVD, that should be fine. I just gotta go check with our shipping and logistics manager, see what we got in stock. Getting on over. Oh man, why do you have your high beams on in the morning? What's wrong with you? Oh, heading off to get some side work done. Be hitting up the shop later. Possibly going to the range later too. We got to do some testing on a 26. Getting all excited. Papa's Pew Pews, what's going on, man? Alright, let's get up and around you. Oh, man, yeah, if all goes well, we might be testing the 26 today. So, it's exciting. Stiffler SN26. Testing out some porting. Should run great. If it doesn't though, we're gonna have to take it back and we're gonna have to do, some design changes. But it should work. I don't know, from what I'm seeing, it should work. It should work just fine. But you don't know until you know. Until you actually range test it, you don't know. There's always something you could have missed, 89 degrees at 6:30 in the morning. Let's see, let's change this to all chat. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. How are you all doing this fine morning? I hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend. We relaxed a bit, took some time off, went to the range at least once, hoping to go again today. Bill Poole, what's going on? Gonna be range testing our SM26 slide today if all goes well. My concern with California is barrels and completes. You see, the way we have things set up on the website, there's no way to restrict just barrels and completes. We can restrict an entire state. We can restrict certain areas, cities, but we can't restrict an item. So if they make barrels illegal, we wouldn't be able to sell barrels or completes. And I don't know. We'll have to figure that out because it's very easy just to say, you know what, let's not sell to California. But the other side would be like, oh, now we have to scan. Now we have to scan every order from California. Oh crap! Did they accidentally order a barrel? Now we have to reach out to them and do a refund. And there's no way to block certain sales with the way the website's set up, where it can be like, oh hey, a customer tried to buy a barrel and their shipping address is California, sale declined. Now if we could find some California FFLs, maybe we could sell products directly to the FFL, and that might make things go good. I don't know. We've reached out to quite a few California FFLs in the past, and Not a lot of them are interested in taking on new products, and I wonder if that's because they're concerned with just how the way the laws are going. They don't want to get stuck with merchandise. Hey, New York Gunner, what's going on, man? So I understand some of them are kind of nervy. I get it. You know, I don't really want to take that road. Is there another road? Let's see here. Oh yeah, I can take another road up. We'll be fine. This time of morning, that road's going to be packed, and I really don't want to take that. I don't know. I mean, if you guys know some good FFLs in California who are interested in getting some slides pre any restriction, and like the slides themselves won't be restricted, of course, but maybe we could do it that way. And we can build some relationship with some FFLs if we can find something to agree. And that way we can just send slides and even completes and barrels to that FFL. And then Californians could then pick it up through them, and it'd be less of an issue. I don't know, just an idea. And we know we've got other states that have similar issues, like with threaded barrels, for example. You know, you've got Washington and Maryland and Massachusetts, Illinois, New Jersey, New York. Probably forgetting some. But it's okay to ship to them. It's just, it's on them to do their builds within the bounds of the law. It's kind of like that Michigan one that was they were trying to pass, which I guess got shelved back in January, where they wanted to ban certain colors. Nothing about it said we couldn't sell or ship different colored slides to Michigan. It just said that the person who owns it had 10 or 14 days or whatever to make it go into compliance upon receiving it. If everything goes well today and in the coming weeks, it should be ready well before 2026. But we'll see. I don't want to promise it. And same for the 43, we're still working on it. But I'm still hoping to have that done before December. And we just got to keep an eye on this law, you know? See how it goes through, how it affects everybody. Bill Poole saw a video doing laser engraving on slides. Looks sweet. I don't know, man. We're considering getting a laser engraver just to do like maybe our own custom designs and stuff. At the very least, it'd be good to mark the slides once we start doing Gen 5s. Plus, we really do want to get our logo on there. Thinking about doing the logo where the RMR cut is. That way, the slide still has that neutral, sanitized kind of look, right? So it's not just labeled up with manufacturing information. It gets covered by the optic or the RMR cover plate. I'm thinking that's probably the way to go. Oh man, thank y'all for joining me this morning. Just out driving, got to go take care of some stuff. We'll be in the machine shop a little later. And hopefully heading off to the range to test fire this 26. Ought to be fun. We thought about doing that too, and we found that it's not as popular as we thought. We've seen that with a few other companies, and some people end up swapping the cover plate. So we figure this way, we'll just do it on the underside, right on the optic cut, Oh, driving into the sun. Oh boy. That way it can be covered when people want it, and they can look at it when people want it. Oh, crappy thing about driving this direction in the morning. But we could. Another option is actually just to put it on the side, and I think I've come up with a thing for it. But we're probably just going to put it on the RMR cut itself. Good morning, sun. I don't know, we do got to get some logos set on them anyway, because I think we're going to send some over to Gideon Optics for when they do gun conventions and stuff, and so they can show off how their optics fit on slides. And that way people will be like, oh, that's a Stiffler slide. So I'm probably going to do that. Got to hit Gideon Optics up sometime. Drink your water, everybody. Drink that morning water. Get yourself all hydrated for the day. And if you guys weren't aware, we are doing our Labor Day sale. That's going on until the 7th. 15% off SM19 strip slides in burnt bronze, desert sand, and FDE. So if you like those colors, looking to do a build, get yourself 15% off. Save that money, get some ammo. Oh yeah. In the sky, my man, in the sky. But she did love those jokes. Plus, I mean, American Pie is just a funny movie. And slow it on down. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know if any of you guys or know anybody who's going to SHOT Show 2026, but we're planning on it, Las Vegas. Oh man, thank you for the like, greatly appreciate it. We're planning on going to SHOT Show Las Vegas in January 2026. We'll be there alongside MMC Armory. Man, who doesn't, Bill? Gotta love them firearms. 2A is the way, every day. Pat, how you doing, man? Out driving? Hey, Pat, we might be testing the 26 today. Going to the range. Oh, yeah. We'll see if it goes well. I'm hoping. It looks like it will, but you don't know until you know. Because it should be good. Might test fire that other 26 we got too. The LFA one. Do it side by side. Hey, right on. You just got 50 subs. You can start doing videos, man. Well, you can start doing lives, I mean. Oh, really? That's weird. Maybe it'll take a little bit of time. Give it like a day or two. Oh, yeah. Driving in the morning. That sky is beautiful. How about y'all? You guys had any crazy problems lately? Different slides, different parts kits, stuff that people should avoid? What do you guys think? Like, I know, obviously, rock slide, everyone says that. But what's out there? What problems have you faced in the 2A industry? It's always good to know. Helps us test against our product, make sure we improve it. I know we had one gentleman who said he got a cracked LFA slide. And it's like, do we know why? How did it crack? Stuck behind a turner. Come on, man, cycle it up. One thing I learned young in my life is do not be an inconvenience to other people. Whether you're out in public, driving, whatever. Don't be in the way. People got stuff to do. You don't know how busy their day is. So don't be a slow ass. Or if you are going to be slow, just don't be in the way. Move with a purpose. And if you can't move with purpose, sidestep. Bad crack and cheap optic screws. We actually improved our optic screws with time, which is one of the reasons if someone has an optic screw issue, they're shooting, whatever, and the screw comes out for whatever reason, we'll just send you new ones. Just reach out to us. We've improved our optic screws to actually fix that issue. And we know other companies have had similar issues, but they just haven't fixed the screws. So we figured out, hey, what's the issue? Is it a coating issue? Is it how many threads? Is it, whatever. And so we were like, you know what, we're going to get a better screw. Because we're not really having problems, but every now and then someone loses one or what. Like, you know what, we're just going to improve the screw. Didn't cost us much to do it. And boom, there we go. Got a better screw. Holds that RMR plate cover down better. It was a minute issue, but we're like, you know what, let's fix it. Because it's not really going to cost us anything, just some time and some effort, and boom, now we're good. Done. As for braking, only ever seen one break once. And that's because the dude modified it and ran it basically near auto for like a ridiculous amount of time. Everything that gets machined can break. Everything. Everything that gets manufactured can break. It's how much stress are you putting on it. The only other time someone broke one, he took a hammer to it. And it was really obvious what he did, because he realized he had ordered the wrong slide, and then he took a hammer to it, and then he said, look what you guys sent me. And we're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, if you got the wrong slide, you could have just returned it. We'd have helped you out, no problem. Like, why did you damage the slide? What the fuck is wrong with you? We still have that somewhere. Hey, Don J, what's going on, brother? The head's breaking off. No, I haven't had that issue. Haven't had a head breaking on the screw yet. It's always possible. Everything's possible, and anything that gets manufactured. That's why replacement parts are necessary, and especially like if you're running things like binary triggers, FRTs, G-flexes, any of that crap. I say crap. They're fun. They really are. Just a lot of people don't take the time to like train with them. Like, if you're gonna get one, train with it, and that means you're gonna dump ammo, which is gonna be expensive. I know. It is what it is. But if you're gonna get one, train with it. But anyway, when you're running systems like that, when you're running the build, you are gonna put more stress on it than it was originally designed for. which means something somewhere is going to wear down or break eventually. So you need replacement parts. And people have this kind of notion that, oh, it's just going to run for... Guns don't run forever. They need maintenance. You've got to clean them. You've got to maintain them. Sometimes you have to replace parts. Competitive shooters wear out barrels. They have to get new barrels. They wear out parts kits. They have to get new parts kits. It's not like this insane complicated thing. It's just something the average shooter who doesn't dump rounds all the time doesn't think about. So then they go and throw a G-Flex on there, or a switch, or an FRT, and they start dumping rounds like crazy, and then they wonder what happens when something wears out. Because you're running it at a higher rate than it was originally designed for. Parts are going to wear out. It's like running your freaking engine just crazy high RPM all the time. There's a reason there's a red line. You're gonna wear stuff out. Let's see, what did I miss? With a hammer, yes. Yes, he did. Oh my God. Just, I could not believe it when I saw it. And he's just like, you guys sent me this. Like, no, we did not. That would have never passed QC. Like, even from the, like, guys who don't do QC, who just walk by and, like, look at the slides on the line just to see if they catch something obvious. That was so obvious they would have caught it. But Final QC definitely would have caught it. And it would have never shipped out. Because it's not shootable in the condition that he showed us. And it's just like, what the besides not shootable, it's just like straight up damaged. It's like, dude, what the... You can even see the impact marks. We're just like, how do you think we sent that to you? Come on, man, if you just wanted to do a return, all you had to do was email us. It's not complicated. Oh my goodness. Oh, Don J ordered a Gen 5 firing pin? Right on. Dude, let us know. Let us know how that runs. The audacity he would even... Dude, the audacity of people. I swear, you will deal with some customer service, and I'm telling you, 90% of people are cool. Then that next 5% is like outstanding, amazing customers. And then there's that other 5%. And they're all freaking weird, and they try to do sketchy stuff. And it's just like, no, man. There's actually a reason some manufacturers and distributors and vendors don't ship to certain places. Like Chicago, for example, has been blacklisted, besides its laws, has been blacklisted from businesses because there's too many people trying to scam, where they'll do chargebacks and all kinds of crazy stuff. Is that all people who live in Chicago and Illinois? No. But it's been enough of an issue that some businesses have just blacklisted the city. Philadelphia, too. I don't remember if New York City was for some, but some have just blacklisted certain states, not necessarily because of the anti-gun laws, but because of the poor practices of people who are living there. Which is so messed up, because there's plenty of pro-2A people that need some support, but I get it, business has got to protect their bottom line. Like, you know, something like you talk about like money before people, but it's like you do need a certain threshold, otherwise you're no longer in business. Come on, my guy. Do it. Oh, do it. Yep. Go. Go, my guy. Why are you slowing down? Like, there is a threshold to staying in business and staying in the fight. It's just the unfortunate calculus of war. And it is a war, people. Installed a Glock rear sight with a hammer before. I mean, if you just tap it in Happy Gilmore style, there you go. Just tap it in. You'll be fine. Maybe use like something as a cushion, but you'll be fine. Just tap it in. But don't slam the hammer into the frickin' slide itself. Like, what the We have a return policy for a reason. It's a pretty generous one, too. Like, as long as you're not stupid. It's a great return policy. Theoretically, when California gets blacklisted from Stiffler, is there any way I can still get the slides? Like, go to Arizona? Yeah, because, I mean, So one option we might think is like if we can get FFLs, in California to buy our product, or to reach out to Delta and buy slides from Delta, because we're just supplying Delta, no problems there. I'm gonna stop driving for a minute. Is this place open? I'm kind of hungry. I didn't make breakfast this morning. Nah, they're not open. All right, we're gonna stop here for a minute though, and I am gonna throw on some kind of gun to look at. Let's see. Yep. There we go. Stiffler, and let's go with the white one. I still need to get to the website and pull a bunch of like build photos off and start showing that stuff off to you guys. Yeah, so per the law, we could potentially do that, where we could send a barrel to the FFL, or what I want to do is try to find a network of FFLs across California in various different cities and get their gun stores to just buy our slides directly, and then people in California could then get our slides because the FFL is then ordering it, and that would be perfectly legal, and it'd be easier for us to track because there'd be no issue for us selling to an FFL, and there'd be no risk for it if there was a mistake. So if we could get a network of various gun stores in California to pick up our slides, like if you guys have contacts, hit us up. Like, well, we can do deals, you know, if they want 5 or 10 slides, we could probably make something happen, because I understand not every gun shop is going to be able to order, you know, 100 slides. RP Blackout, what's going on, man? Welcome to the morning live. Out and about, driving around, handling business. Figure I'd do a live with you guys this morning. Okay, we got this one done. We got that. Where's my next one? Ah, here it is. That feels heavy. Don't tell me I have more work today. Oh, right on, man. DB, what's going on? Yep. I'm doing some side work today before I head into the shop. Nothing too strenuous. But I figure, why not, if I'm out and about, talk with you fine people. Talk about how 2A is the way. One tree 014 tree 0625 and 0657 to make that 0717, and done. There we go. Blicky got stiffy. It's 10 a.m. been at work 4 hours already. It is 7 a.m. or about to be 7 a.m. here, and hey, the temp went down a little bit. Right on, 87 degrees. Nice. Was 89 for a second. Oh, but yeah, I don't know, man. If we can find, that's what I want. I want to find a network of gun shops in California and a few other states that have those issues, because then we're just selling to the FFL, and that's not a problem. Stay dangerous. What's going on? Because it's all it is one mistake away, because you know how litigious California is. All it is one mistake, one mess up, and they're like, oh my God, they violated our laws. Let's sue the crap out of them. Oh yeah, definitely. We're not quite in quote unquote fall yet. Not for Arizona. Oh man, thank you guys for those likes. It's greatly appreciated. We're still doing that 1K giveaway. I got to go talk with our people today and see exactly what we're doing. I'm not quite sure. I know it's going to be a Viper slide. I just don't know if like what colors and scheme it's going to be, you know, or if we're going to laser engrave it or whatever else. But it's, yeah, it's going to be a Viper slide. Maybe we'll do red because YouTube. I don't know. FV Ordnance, what's going on? Going to be a nice, cool 104 today. Oh, right on. What'd you do for the giveaway? Yep, we'll be giving out that Viper slide. Maybe I'll give out some random gear, too. I don't know. Maybe I'll give somebody a bandolier. Or an ammo carrier. A red FRT? Right on. No worries, FE. No worries. Appreciate you popping in and helping the algo. Constant battle with the algorithm. Though the other day we were doing pretty sweet. Over 200 people, 8,500 views. We were doing pretty good that day. Yep, YouTube sketchy. Social media is not a friend of the Second Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. Even when they say they are. Like Twitter, that's a pay-to-play platform. You might be allowed to post whatever you want, but it is still pay-to-play. And maybe we will do a little bit. We definitely won't be paying for advertisements with Facebook. We've already done our last one with that. That last one was abysmal. You can just tell that they did not do what they used to do previously because of the content. So they basically just took our money and did shit with it. So, yep, we're not doing any advertisements on Facebook again. And maybe we'll do one on Twitter. I don't know. I do find it funny that Reddit keeps hitting us up to do advertisements after they've banned us. So, I don't know how we're going to do that. Yeah, Reddit's a freaking joke. Bet at some point today my shadow ban will kick in and my 50 subs will turn to 48. Quite possibly. I was trying to look into that, and YouTube's like answer is that they're going through and they're getting rid of bots, and bots are part of your subs, and therefore that's how you lose subscribers. Which, I mean, you know, we all know there's ATF bots checking us all out. YouTube very yeah. Yup, indeed. Oh. YouTube very yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be exciting. Hit the shop today. Frickin' might be testing that 26. I'm super excited for that. Dump it down range on an OEM Glock and probably a polymer 80. And I don't have any other 26 frames from anybody. We picked up that 26 from P80 ages ago. So it's a shame PSA doesn't make a 26, or at least I haven't seen one. No, oh yeah, we have a new 26 slide coming out. I don't have a 26 yet. We're gonna borrow a buddy's to test fire it on. I need to go buy a 26, see what the price is gonna be. I haven't found any in the stores. There's no 26s anywhere. Just the LFA 26 and the one we're making. Yeah, I wish PSA should make a 26, especially with the Glock Store 26 and the renewal, or I guess revival, renewed interest. That's the word, renewed interest in 26s. I mean, it'd be cool if PSA made a 26. Is the stand where the slides are displayed online 3D printed? Yes. Yep, we have a 3D printer in the shop. And we print out stands and stuff we need for the shop. Other stuff too, like we actually needed a handle for one of our barrels. And so we just 3D printed one. So it's pretty cool having it. I imagine in the future, there's going to be 3D printers in a lot of workshops just to make random parts. PSA needs to make you a personal Glock 30. Yeah, that's what I'm betting, Matthew, is because I went around, I was like, you know what, we need a 26 in the shop, and couldn't find one anywhere. I'm like, well, crap. I'm like, so reached out to an FFL, and they're going to see if they can order us one. What, sell the stands? Maybe. That's a possibility. We'd probably have to get more printers, though, to run them. Because once we started selling stuff like that, people might want it, and we'd have to get more printers to keep, and all the other stuff to keep up with volume. And we don't really have workspace for a bunch of 3D printers. Maybe if we expand the shop. That would be kind of cool, though. 3D print out a bunch of stands, slide holders, and sell them. It's not a bad idea. Also thinking about putting like magazine covers on the bottom with like the Stiffler logo. Maybe design one of those up sometime. Yeah, there might be. I'm going to go check a gun store today and see if they have any 26s in stock. I mean, it's like half gun store, half range. They might have one in stock. I also kind of want to see, like, I've seen, you know, you guys have seen our poker chips. I kind of want to see if I can 3D print a Stiffler coin. Do that sometime. That'd be pretty kick-ass. Damien Christian, what's going on, man? Oof. Oh, it's a crazy morning. Let's see. So what did we talk about earlier about busted up slides? We know we have Don J had issues with Leo Precision. We know Pat had issues with LFA, and everybody had issues with Rock Slide. What else? Who else is? What are the problems we seeing out there? And it sounds like the issue is, well, with the exception of Leo, it sounds like the issue is 416 steel, and the heat treatment wasn't good, or they did too aggressive porting so that the slide couldn't handle it. It'll be regular. The 26X isn't actually out yet. You can pre-order the frames, but I'm not sure I want to drop $150 on a frame that doesn't come with a lower parts kit. We've run them on both. I've got PMags and OEM mags. If you're getting any sort of light strikes, check your build and parts kits for any catches or any debris that might be up in there. KM Tactical? Okay, so they're probably using 17.4 then, if they're using the same. Leo's issue is their stuff was just out of spec near the end. They weren't doing good quality control. They were using good steel. And some of their stuff was really good designs, like the Symmetry and like the Odin and whatever. Really cool designs. Of course, they sold off, and now another company's running it. But like one of their issues was their 26, and notice that the company that bought them isn't making 26s. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. Oh, are they local? That's awesome. It's awesome to like hang out with a local company. I don't really have any experience with KM Tactical. I think we reached out to them once ages ago, and I don't think they ever responded. Jay Sharp, what's going on, man? For all of you just joining us, we do have our Labor Day sale going on this week. Getting 15% off stripped slides. Check it out on the website. desert sand, burnt bronze, and flat dark earth on the 19s. That's good. Yeah, I know we reached out to like a insane amount of business, hundreds of businesses that first year, and I think KM Tactical was one of them. A lot of them were like, just gun stores from across the country. And of course, first year in business, we weren't expecting a lot of responses. Did end up talking to Polymer 80 before all that went down. Talked to PSA, talked to Brownells. And I'll give them this, like Brownells and PSA both just told us outright, they're cool looking slides, but we're not adding more slides to the inventory. One, PSA makes their own slides in addition to stuff they procure. And then Brownells, they were concerned about like all the lawsuits and stuff going on with like PSA and not PSA, Polymer 80. So they weren't requiring new slides. And then after that, Brownells switched from 17.4 slides to 416, if I remember right. Which was understandable. Like, we reached out to a company in California, and they kind of told us the same thing. Like, no, we're shifting everything over to AR platforms because of all the stuff that's going on with 80% builds. And so, yeah, that was a crappy year. But at least they had the courtesy to respond, which I appreciated. Because then you don't bother wasting people's times with additional emails and phone calls and in-store visits. And like, if you can't do it or you're just not interested, tell people. Don't waste everybody's time. Just tell them, like, hey man, sorry, I'm not interested at this time. Try again in 6 months. We'll see what's going on with our business. Because every month we make decisions on how to spend money. And some things change from month to month. You're not always going to have the same answers. Same thing for other businesses. They choose every month how they're going to spend their money, what they're going to invest in, what they're going to buy, what they're going to try and work on. Every business is the same in that regard. Is that, hey, is it worth us spending money on this? Or is it a gamble? And people are like, hey, why haven't you done this? And I'm like, because we're not sure we want to gamble on it just yet. And for people who keep asking about the Ruger P89 slides, I get them. I get messages. No, we're not doing them because it's not worth the gamble. Ruger's not actively making that platform, and I don't think there's enough people out there that are going to buy a P89 slide made by Stiffler. Exactly, J Sharp. Just let us know if you're not interested, we'll stop bothering you. But if you don't answer, it's like, okay, hey, we haven't reached out to them in a while. They didn't answer. Like maybe we had a bad email or maybe we had a bad point of contact or let's try again. Let's see if we can reach somebody. Hey, let's call them. And don't do the whole rabbit hole of, oh, let me talk to this guy. Let me talk to this guy. Or just say no. If you're not interested, don't do the runaround. Don't waste everybody's time. We're all busy. Time wasting, man. Oh. There is one shop that's in town that I'd like to hit them up, but they've ignored us completely, so we just stopped talking to them. We don't even go in the shop anymore. Funny enough, I used to actually just buy guns there. And I used to, buy ammo and go in and check stuff out. And I didn't like I'm not going to say who it is, but I didn't like some of their customer service, and I didn't like the constant run around and ignoring when you're asking questions. And then when it came to business, so it was just like, okay, we're done here. I was like, and not even none of our employees even shop there anymore. And some of them used to, like a lot. But their customer service is kind of dipped hard. And the way that they don't answer emails or phone calls or just anything, it's like, okay, so you're not only do you have some bad customer service with some of your employees, you're either unprofessional or incompetent. And it's like, we don't need that. We'll move on to somebody else. And we have. And that's just advice from my perspective. That's advice to some of you if you ever get into customer service. It's okay to politely tell people no, that you're not interested. It's absolutely okay. It's going to save you time. It's going to save them time. And you can keep it still professional and maintain good image. You don't have to ignore people. You don't have to, like, that puts a worse taste in your mouth than just being told no, in my opinion. Because if you're running a business, you need to get used to the concept of being told no. Like, sorry, we're not interested. Not at this time. That's not the direction we're planning on taking. Maybe try again in 6 months. Those are all fine answers. Oh, yeah, exactly. And it's just like, and it leaves and then no one ever ends up recommending them. Like, oh, hey, would you go to the, I'm like, no, not really, because they never respond to emails or phone calls. Why would I want to do business with someone who can't communicate? Being told no is communication. It might not be the answer you want, but it is an answer. And an answer is better than nothing. Because even if you're told no, it's like, okay, I know to move on. I know not to try again. I know not to waste their time or mine. And that is a very important thing. It's a very good thing. Because if they're not interested, don't waste their time. Don't waste your time. But the runarounds, the ignored phone calls and emails, the hey, check with this person, then check with this person, and it's like, no, just say no. It's okay. We've got one that we'd like to go to. They said, hey, email this thing, we'll get you back. Never respond to an email. Hey, we'll get with the owner. I've never seen the owner. Never met the guy. I've tried a dozen times. And it's like, okay, you guys aren't interested. That's fine. We'll still go there because it's a local shop, and the employees are great. The employees are absolutely great, but it's clear that the owner is not interested. And it's like, well, we're not really going to bother you with it anymore. It's like, and the funny thing is sometimes the employees bring it up, and they're like, because the employees actually like the slides. Some of the employees have bought our slides, which is fun. But it's like, okay, if the owner's not interested, it's like, we're not gonna waste anybody's time with it. Bill says, there is a shop around me that dicks you around unless you're buying something expensive. I've ordered stuff and they just don't tell you it's out of stock. That sucks. That freaking sucks. I mean, the upside for us is our stuff is always in and out of stock because we're making it. So, I mean, there might be a little delay sometimes. Like, if you order a black slide, we probably have it on the shelf because we're always making those. But if we don't, it's like, okay, it's still 1 to 2 week turnaround. It's not crazy. It's not like we're doing 6 weeks or 8 weeks or fucking 12 weeks in some cases. We're still doing 1 to 2 week turnaround. Yeah, absolute waste of time. Freaking hate that. And I get sometimes, and this is another thing, is sometimes you were going to reach out and you were going to call a store and on the road again. There we go. But sometimes you're going to reach out and you're going to call a store and you're going to get the employee, or you're going to get an assistant manager, somebody who can't make decisions. You need the store manager or you need the owner. And sometimes they're not always in, especially if it's an owner and they've already built their business up to the point where they don't have to be in the shop every day. We're not at that point. The owner is in the shop every day, head inside a machine, working on stuff. We're not at the point where everybody can just, like, the owner can take time off or the higher managers can just take time off whenever. We're always working on something. We're always doing something. So whether it's, like me chilling with you guys on social media, that's part of the job. As much as I enjoy doing it, it's part of the job because you have to. It's got to help the metrics. You got to meet and greet and talk to people. Whereas our shipping, QC, and logistics manager is always in the shop every day because there's always something that needs to be shipped. There's always things that need to be QC'd. We're not at a point where we can all just, hey man, let's take a week off and we don't have to go in the shop. The employees got this. But there are businesses that have reached that point where they don't need to be in the shop every day. Sometimes, not weeks at a time, they can just chill because their business is making money. They built it up to where they don't need to be there every day. And that's awesome. That'd be a great point. Someday we'll have some of that, I hope, because we could all use a little bit of time off. Because sometimes you're going 7 days a week, months at a time, and you just need some time off to be with the family, be with friends, enjoy life. Go out and do something. Maybe go on a walk, go on a hike, go camping trip, go freaking Disneyland, I don't know. Just got to go out and enjoy life. Go on a river trip. I don't know if you guys have ever floated down a river for several hours, but it's fun. You're not in control. The river's in control. You just know that you have to get to the bank at a certain point. Otherwise, you keep going and you're kind of screwed. I mean, the sheriff's department will rescue you, but it's fun. Be honest with sales. Don't piss on me and tell me. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Instructor George, how's it going? 2028 Stiffler aluminum Gen 3 frames. Oh man, we're still looking at 2026. I don't even know about that. Oh god. Definitely, you gotta enjoy the little things. You gotta enjoy life. Be with family and stuff. And it'll be cool, but you know, and like I was saying, is that you're gonna run into times where the owner's just not there, and you gotta wait. You gotta be patient. And that's cool. Leave a note, follow up, leave a message. But sometimes you can tell the owner's definitely just not interested, and they're using the employees as a buffer, and that happens a lot too. You'll especially see this with like property management and like landlords and stuff, is that if they have staff, they almost never want to talk to people. But we're not in that. We're in sales. We're in, you know, the 2A industry. You got to talk to people. Oh my goodness. Drink that water, people. Most definitely, but you have to put the work in to reap the reward. Exactly. So at some point, they put in a lot of work, and now they can reap the rewards, and I respect that. But there is a point where if they are the decision maker, they also need to make a decision. Like, if you're not going to empower your lower managers to make those decisions, then you just need to say no. And be like, yeah, man, we're not interested. Thank you. Thanks for reaching out, but we're not interested at this time. And that's okay. But you can't just hide behind your staff all the time, because if you're the decision maker, that means you need to make decisions. And you don't even have to be the one to say it. Just be like, hey, we talked with the owner. The owner said they're not interested at this time. Reach out again in 6 months. Or they're just not interested. Thank you for reaching out. Whatever. It's like, if you're going to use your employees as a shield, you know, at least give them the message. I don't know, at least that's what I think. Nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor, but if you are the decision maker, you still gotta make decisions, give answers, give communication. Here's the way to be. But not all doom and gloom, right? We have distributors. We are selling to Delta Team Tactical, MMC Armory, Davidson Defense, several local gun shops. You know, we're sending stuff out to people. Getting the slides out and about. So we have made contacts. Did you guys end up making that Joker style camo? No, not yet. And that is up to the painters that are kind of busy on doing other stuff at the moment. The colors would be green mamba, bright purple, and then maybe flecks of USMC red. Kind of give it like a Joker from Batman kind of theme. If we ended up doing that. Yeah, it might look good. We haven't made it yet, but then the concept sounds interesting. Oh, no worries, J Sharp, no worries. I was just chatting about business communication. And it's okay to say no. Saves everybody time. Absolutely okay to say no. Oh, back on the road. Exactly, yeah. It just saves everybody's time. No time wasting. Just be like, no, we're not interested, or no, that's not what we're dealing with right now. If you guys want to try and reach out again, say in 6 months or later, yeah, maybe that'll change. That's okay. It's okay to say that, because then we're not calling like, hey man, we tried to reach out to you. Did we get the wrong email? And we found that quite a few times. Some businesses forget to update their point of contact on their website as to who's like running things, and so you end up calling or emailing the wrong person, and that happens. So sometimes it takes several attempts to get the right person to get your way through to who you're supposed to be communicating with. And so you end up reaching out multiple times because people forgot to update stuff. It happens. But if they're not interested, just let people know that you're not interested. That way it just saves pointless communication. You're not wasting anybody's time. Nope, we can't make Desert Eagle slides. They are still patented. So we'd have to come to an agreement with who makes Desert Eagle now? I forget at the moment, but we'd have to come to an agreement with them, and they'd get a portion of the proceeds, and it's a whole thing. Zanti, what's going on? Yeah, it is. 250 years. Car slides? Oh yeah, does car owns them? Really? Huh. We had a tiny car once. I forget which model it was. It was a compact 9mm, like a subcompact, really. Okay, gonna pop in here, get some shopping done. Yeah, I could have made that. That's okay, I'm not in a hurry. Car auto ordinance. Ah, damn. Yellow light. Hey, green light. All right. Oh, gonna pop up in here, do a little shopping, get some chores done. Go pick some stuff up. I think they're turning that into a gym or something. We might bring it along with us for testing. Yeah, test it alongside ours. That'd be interesting. There we go. Let's see. What did I miss? Let's see. It is Auntie, George. All the same company. Okay. I have a tiny little baby CW330. Right on. Yep, we might be testing it. Oh, well, that's where I'm going to end. We just hit our hour mark. That's where I'm going to end it. So this week only, guys, 15% off our SM19 strip slides in desert sand, FDE, and burnt bronze. Go check out the website. Code is LABOR25. So if you're looking for a strip slide for 19 Gen 3, we got you covered. Still doing that 1K giveaway. We are working on what we're going to do for Glocktober, and we're going to be working on a 26 slide today, so we'll see what happens. But thank you all for popping in. Thanks for the likes and subs. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, stay 2A every day.